Okay, we're in Eruvin Perik Vav, Mishnah Daled. The Mishnah talks about me'ematai notnim reshut. From when can you give reshut? Remember we talked about that if you have people who are living in a chatzer, and one of them wasn't part of the eruv, so then the person who didn't participate in the eruv, he has to give reshut. He has to give reshut in order to say, I'm going to be mevatel my possession of the communal area. I'm going to negate my possession in order to allow other people to carry. So the Mishnah says, me'ematai, from when can you give reshut? Beit Shammai omrim mi ba'od yom. Beit Shammai says you have to do it before Shabbat starts. Ubeit Hillel omrim mi shechashecha. No, Beit Hillel says you can even do it at night. What's the difference in the machlok? Okay? The Bartenura says, why did Beit Shammai say you have to do it mi ba'od yom? Tesavre bitu reshut makne reshutahu. It's a business transaction. Bitu reshut means I no longer demand the rights, the material property rights of the communal area of the chatzer. I'm giving it to you guys to use. I'm negating my reshut, my permission. That's makne reshutahu. It's transferring possession. Umakne reshut b'Shabbat asur. You can't do business on Shabbat. On the other hand, Beit Hillel says you can do it at night. Why? Savre bitul lav aknuye reshutahu. They hold that this bitul is not transferring possession. Ela istalkute mireshuta. You're just listalek means to remove yourself. You're removing yourself from it. It's not like giving it over to you. I'm just saying it's not mine. You can remove your reshut on Shabbat. That's fine. Okay, what's interesting is, so who do we think is obvious and who is interesting? Is Beit Shammai obvious or is Beit Hillel obvious? It seems clear that Beit Shammai is more obvious because you're transferring rights and ownership. So it should be like a business transaction. Therefore, the Bartenura says, Uba Braita Pirishu, they've explained in the Braita, the Bechol Duchta Amrina, and in every case we say, Kivan Nesa the Miksat Shabbat, Nesa the Kula. In every other case, we always say, like Muksa, if something is Muksa, we say, Migu di Itkatzai be'erev Shabbat, be'en hashmashot. Since it became Muksa and be'en hashmashot, then it's Muksa for the whole Shabbat. This is the one case, Chutz mi mevatel reshut. This is the one case where Beit Hillel says, even though if this guy didn't give up, if this person who didn't participate didn't give up his reshut on erev Shabbat, and therefore the communal area was asur and ben hashmashot, if he's mevatel reshut on Shabbat at the night, nonetheless it becomes mutar. That's the one example in all of Hilchot Shabbat. Mishnah continues. Mishnah natan reshuto v'hotzi. Let's say he gave reshut and then hotzi, then he took something out. He started using the tchum Shabbat. Remember we talked about this idea of this guy. Let's say, for example, this guy, he still has reshut. He wasn't part of the eruv, so he has communal area. Now he was mevatel. He said, "Okay, guys, you can use it. I'm mevatel from before Shabbat." But then on Shabbat, he started taking things out. He started using the courtyard area. So in that case, how is it? He's now rescinded in a way his bitul. Okay, so the Mishnah says, "Mishim natan b'shuto v'hotzin." He took out. So bein b'shogeg bein b'mezid hareze oser di Rabbi Meir. Rabbi Meir says whether he did it b'shogeg unintentionally or mezid, meaning he didn't realize, I moved about the reshut. When you're about the reshut, what that means is he says I no longer want to use the communal area on Shabbat. So if he did it by accident or on purpose, hareze oser di Rabbi Meir. Rabbi Meir says that then he took back possession. Rabbi Yehuda says no. B'mezid oser, b'shogeg oser. If he did it on purpose, then it's oser. Then he says I'm taking back my possession. I'm taking back, and therefore, since I don't, this guy says I'm not participating in the eruv, therefore the other two guys can't use the common area because it's not all one; it belongs to everyone. But if he did it by accident, shogeg eno oser. Okay, now it's interesting. The Bartenura says that Rabbi Meir also agrees that in idea, really, if he did it by accident, he's not really taking back possession. But he says echad shogeg, echad mezid. Why tikanis shogeg atu mezid? Because we're afraid that if a person does it with shogeg, then someone's going to see and then say it's mutar even b'mezid. So there's a knas. We make a fine or a violation in the case of shogeg, lest it lead to mezid. The Bartenura says, ein alachak Rabbi Meir. We don't pass like Rabbi Meir. Okay, we'll stop here. If you have any comments or questions, as always, email me at ourspolter@gmail.com and we'll dedicate our learning to the memory of my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Have a good day.